Glenn didn't come. Alma came the next day and held the baby for 10 minutes, and then asked me if I'd talk to Willa about next steps. I told her there were no next steps. I told her the baby was mine. Alma looked at me like I had said something terrible. She said that baby was Willa's and that I couldn't just decide to keep her. I told her Willa decided to leave her and that I was the one who showed up. Alma called Willa right there in the hospital room. Willa told Alma she needed more time. That's all she ever said. More time, more time. I took the baby home to my apartment and I named her B. I set up a crib in my bedroom. Josie helped me with the first 2 weeks. I did everything else on my own. A lawyer helped me sort out the paperwork, and because neither Willa nor Glenn contested anything, the process moved faster than I expected. They both signed off. That was 11 months ago. Then I found her standing in front of my house one day. She was standing on my front step holding a wrapped present with silver paper and a white bow. I saw her through the peephole before I opened the door. Her hair was different, shorter. She looked healthy in a way I hadn't seen in years. Her face had color. She wasn't wearing the same tired expression she'd had all through the pregnancy. She smiled when I opened the door. I didn't smile back. She asked if she could come in to talk. I started to close the door. Then B made a noise from her playpen in the living room. Just a little fussy sound because she was getting tired. Willa's whole face changed. It crumpled like someone had punched her. She looked past me trying to see inside. I stepped into the doorway and blocked her view. I told her she had 5 minutes. She started talking about therapy. 8 months of it. Twice a week at first, and then once a week. She got a job as an office manager at a dental practice. She moved into her own apartment after staying with a friend for a while after the divorce. She said the words fast, like she'd practiced them. She said she was drowning before. She said she made terrible choices. She said she's different now. She wants to be part of B's life. I felt my hands shake, so I crossed my arms. I told her she doesn't get to walk away for almost a year and then decide she's ready when it's convenient. I told her B is my daughter now, legally and in every way that matters. Willa started crying. She said she knows. She said she's not trying to take B away. She just wants to know her. I told her she should have thought about that before she disappeared. She asked if she could at least see her, just for a minute. I said no. She needed to leave. She put the present down on the step and walked back to her car. I watched her drive away. Then I picked up the present and threw it in the trash. I called Josie the second I closed the door. My hands were shaking so bad I could barely hold my phone. She showed up 40 minutes later with Chinese food and a bottle of wine. B was on her activity mat kicking at the hanging toys. Josie sat on the floor next to her and looked up at me. She asked what happened. I told her everything Willa said. The therapy, the job, the apartment, how healthy she looked, how she cried. Josie listened without interrupting. When I finished, she asked what I was actually afraid of. She said the adoption is legal and final. Willa and Glenn both signed off. I have full custody. So what am I afraid of? I sat down on the couch. I realized I was scared Willa would mess up the life we built. Me and B. Our routine. The way B reaches for me when she's tired. The way she laughs when I make faces at her. I was scared that Willa's biological connection would somehow matter more than 11 months of me being the only parent B has ever known. Josie squeezed my hand. She said B knows who her mom is. I wanted to believe her. 3 days later, my phone buzzed during B's afternoon nap. A text from Willa asking how B was doing. I deleted it without responding. The next day, another text with a photo of a little pink dress. She said she saw it and thought of B. I deleted that one too. The texts kept coming. Every few days. Sometimes every day. Updates about her therapy. Questions about B's sleep schedule. Requests to see her. Just once. Just for an hour.